Mark, you recently joined Software AG. Can you share with us a little bit about your role in the company?
Sure, thanks Jessica. I run the Software AG IoT Center of Excellence in the Asia Pacific region. Generally what we are is we're a team of experts with industry experience and a passion for delivering IoT to our customers around the region. Specifically, my role is to ensure that we actually do deliver our expertise and the power of the Cumulocity IoT platform to our customers and guide them on the journey that is the IoT journey.
So Mark, you mentioned about Cumulocity IoT. Can you tell a little bit more about Software AG's Cumulocity IoT?
Sure. So Cumulocity IoT as an organization was acquired by Software AG a couple of years ago. A lot of the team members of Cumulocity itself come from a telco background with vast experience in the telco industry, and also obviously the depth of experience in other specific industries and IoT spaces of technology. In terms of the technology itself, Cumulocity IoT provides our customers with the freedom to choose. They can choose software as a service, platform as a service. They also have the opportunity to select between the distributed architectures, such as on cloud, on-prem, on edge, on thick edge, on thin edge. We provide a market-leading capabilities in terms of device management, streaming analytics, API management, and much more. Our customers can take the opportunity to scale up their business and scale down their business based on the opportunity presented to them. And this is facilitating the move from POC to production, which a lot of our customers stumble at this hurdle.
So it's very flexible then?
It's a very flexible environment, both from the engagement model, the business models, and also the technology.
Interesting.
Our goal, essentially, is to become a strategic partner to all of our customers and engage with them and guide them and advise them on their journey to IoT profession.
And obviously, it's a long-term engagement with the customers, right?
It can be a long-term engagement. It's not necessarily required to be a long-term engagement, but the important point, I think, in that question is that the journey from point A to point B is a journey with value intermittently visualized along that journey.
So IoT is such a big buzzword. Everyone is talking IoT since a few years ago, globally and in the region. So where do you think we are at in the region at the moment? And also, where do you see the most traction for IoT here?
Yeah, so you're right, IoT is a buzzword. It's been around quite a while. It's quite a broad word with a lot of different interpretations. Within the region, we're moving from a stage of thought progression and discovery or investigation phases into the actual execution phase. So we're moving from where there's a lot of customers showing interest, they're being educated, learning how it may apply to their industry and their business. But for a number of years, that's where it sort of stalls. You know, it was a buzzword that was used a lot. A lot of expertise was slowly brought into organizations. And now we're at the stage where the customers and the prospects that we're talking to are actually ready to take the next step into the IoT space. And that's where we're uniquely positioned to allow them to move into the IoT space without significant barriers, and also guiding them through that IoT journey.
You mentioned barriers, so can you elaborate a little bit more? What barriers are we talking about here?
Yeah, so the most common barrier, believe it or not, is expertise, hence the Center of Excellence across Asia Pacific and Japan. A lot of our customers, as I said, are developing their expertise. We've moved from discovery to execution phase in a lot of industries. Other barriers are around the monetization of IoT and the go-to-market strategies for IoT. So at Software AG Cumulocity IoT, we have the capability to deliver solutions and a platform that allows you to accelerate the time from POC to production, scale up your system to production, and allows us to develop and work with our customers and partners in go-to-market strategies and how we can best allow them to monetize their investment.
Interesting. And when it comes to industries, do you see any specific industries that are early adopters of IoT, or where you see a lot of movement and activity within IoT?
Yeah, there's a bunch of traditional industries that have been actually connected and smart connected for quite some time now. Industrial, for example, they have their SCADA interfaces. They've been gathering data from their operational systems on the ground, and they've been working with that data for quite some time. So that's obviously a priority in terms of IoT, and it's generally where a lot of the money is spent in IoT, and because of that reason. But there are, across the region, each country has its own nuances on their priorities, but in general, it's industrial. You have track and trace, asset management, and specifically smart cities, which is a very significant sweet spot in the telco space as well, because it seems to be where the telcos are going directly first and where they're seeing the most value and the quickest adoption capabilities in IoT.
So there's a lot of things happening within the telco industry across the region. I know that Software AG, we are engaging with a number of prospects, and even we have won a few customers within the telco space. Can you tell us a bit more about the exciting opportunities within this industry for IoT?
Sure, yeah. The most exciting opportunity that we see really is the evolution from discovery to execution. That's obviously very exciting because things are starting to become real. The other exciting part is the maturing ecosystem. So we have an extensive ecosystem of hardware partners and SIs and value-added resellers throughout the region. And especially when we look at the hardware world, devices now are becoming extremely cheap. The number of devices in the region is jumping each year by the billions. And so there's significant amounts of data floating around the ether of this part of the world, and we're in a unique position, and so strategically partnering with the telcos will allow us to aggregate that data and bring value to it.
And what are some of the unique use cases that you can share?
Sure. Some of the unique use cases that we've seen so far, the telcos are very interested in smart city and metering capabilities, and they see that as a very exciting way forward, especially for a phase one into the IoT space. We have a lot of activity at the moment ourselves in this space, but beyond that, of course, there are other use cases such as the asset tracking, supply chain, etc., that will become part of, specifically in the telco world, phase one, phase two, and then phase three, as their journey and maturity progresses.
Very interesting. And when talking to telco customers in the region, do they share with you some of the challenges that they are faced with?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking to them on a daily basis. We listen very well, and we hear what they're saying, and we understand their challenges, and that's why we're here as a business. We're here as a business to address those challenges. So the challenges, obviously, that they experience, especially in the early phases of IoT adoption, are, as I mentioned earlier, around the monetizing, the go-to-market strategies, because at the end of the day, they're going into IoT for the first time, a lot of them. They're developing their skills. So step one is a guided step. Once we guide them and assist them on the way to address IoT, it ensures that step two and step three are taken in sequence and in a controlled way.
Okay, so it's pretty safe for them as well, you could say.
Yeah, well, we provide the capabilities from a technology perspective, and also the capabilities from a guidance and partnership perspective.
So Mark, since we're dealing with a lot of telco companies in the region, why Cumulocity IoT for telcos? You mentioned before that Cumulocity IoT, there's a strong telco background there, but maybe you can elaborate further?
Sure. You're right. There's a very strong telco background within Cumulocity IoT team. So we understand their business, we understand their challenges, and we have learned over the years how to address them in the best way forward for them. In terms of technology, though, how we address their challenges in the technology space, the Cumulocity IoT platform is built from the ground up with that in mind. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have a true multi-tenant architecture with carrier-grade security, and we provide the capabilities to the service providers of white labeling our solution. So hand in hand with multi-tenancy, that allows our telco, our service providers, to bring to market a true multi-tenant solution that allows them to encapsulate their customers' data in a secure manner to market. So from a technology perspective, we have a future-proof platform. We have carrier-grade security. And according to the markets and according to the analysts, we have the leaders in streaming analytics, device lifecycle management, in-memory management, API management, and so on, providing us with the full capabilities that will bring market-leading technology to our customers and enable them to bring their business forward. Now, their business can evolve in a few different ways. One, it can evolve into operational excellence, improving their current capabilities. For example, in manufacturing, operational excellence, the merge of IT and OT on the shop floor. It can provide them with peripheral business, additional business lines, and the third way, it can actually open up entirely new business lines, providing them opportunities to bring new products to market and new services to market. With all of this power of Cumulocity IoT brought together in a solution that allows our customers to bring solutions to their customers quickly, efficiently, and obviously then returning value to them in an accelerated manner.
So Cumulocity IoT for telco, what do you think is the competitive edge of Software AG Cumulocity IoT?
So we actually bring to market a future-proof platform with carrier-grade security. We have a fully rebrandable multi-tenant architecture, allowing our customers to rebrand our Cumulocity platform to their market, so powered by Cumulocity into their specific markets. We have open and independent architecture and, of course, distributed architecture, allowing us to run on cloud, on-prem, even on edge, and even on thin edge. We have market-leading application enablement platform, according to Mac Nation. We have market-leading device lifecycle management, according to Forrester. We have market-leading streaming analytics, again, according to Forrester. And, of course, we have market-leading in-memory API management. All of these together allow us to accelerate our customers' products to market.
2019 is going to be an exciting year, it seems, for Software AG, and especially in the IoT space, and more specifically IoT for telco. So any last thoughts before we end this interview?
2019 is going to be a very exciting year for us, and of course then for the telcos. We're working hard, and we're working closely with our strategic partners, and of course our customers throughout the region. We're developing our business, we're developing our strategies in partnership with our customers. And I think 2019 is going to be a big year for us and a big year for the telcos.
I really think so too. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.